Alexa Grasso, the current women's flyweight champion, 16-3, fighting out of Mexico. Crowd favorite tonight. Taking on Valentina Shevchenko, former champion, 23-4, fighting out of Kyrgyzstan. Fight's close to even. Got Grasso as a slight favorite. And here we go. I just want to see Shevchenko just come out and just finish her in the first round. But could be sitting in for a 5-round battle, so buckle your seatbelts as this goes down. Now, who knows where the women's flyweight division will go after this? Who knows who's next in line right now? I've seen some big performances by different fighters. But this fight, we're going to get this fight over with first. Figure that out. And a big left already by Shevchenko. And at any time, Shevchenko is going to go for a takedown. Then I want to see, is she going to utilize the ground and pound? And you can see in these title fights sometimes the first minute or two of the first round is kind of dull, a little boring. I mean, both fighters are kind of sitting in there looking at like, hey, we might have to go 5 rounds. Don't know yet. Ooh, big right by Shev. Mm-mm-mm. Let's go, Shevchenko. Get aggressive. Get aggressive. Shevchenko just got to be a tough fight for anybody because she just looks so zoned in. Even if she loses this fight, she's just so zoned in at all times. Here comes a takedown. Got it. And here we go. Here we go. You know, and the other angle Shevchenko could take in this fight compared to fight 2 is just say, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go for a takedown in every round, you know? Because if I can get on top every round, even if I don't do very much, it might be a little bit more to get the decision than it was the last time. She's up 10-3 in significant strikes, building towards a minute of control time already on 1 takedown. If we go back to fight 1, which we played both of those for you in the lead up to this, during the break, it was just Grasso jumping the back of Shevchenko very quickly to end the fight. And I think now Shevchenko's, you know, much safer. Really in the previous 6 rounds, right? 5 rounds in the last fight, and then this round, just much safer. Let me go ahead and get the takedown. Let's not play games. Ooh. And a near armbar here by Grasso. She's got to get the right leg over. She does. Oh boy. Oh boy, you better be careful, Shevchenko. She lost a leg. Okay. If she had to armbar some position with her legs, did Grasso, but she couldn't stretch out the arm of Shevchenko. She couldn't stretch out the arm because she had it locked in, like protecting it. And Grasso had to give it up. Shevchenko still on top. Big right elbow. And round 1 is going the way Shevchenko wants it to go, at least right now. And it just seems to me that when Shevchenko's on top, she's dominant, but she's not doing much with it. This was the problem in the last fight. And you have to do this for 20 minutes to get a win, which is very possible. And the reason is Grasso's got great defense in these positions as well. So it's like Shevchenko's just constantly, for this whole round now, we're about to be over 3 minutes of control time, is just really trying to maintain some type of position. She's not doing anything with it. For the last 3 minutes, you've had one strike by Grasso landed. That's it. Now one by Shevchenko. It's 11-4. So not pretty, not great. But listen, Shevchenko's up 1-0. That's the bottom line. Ooh, she gets to the full mount though. Not enough time to do anything. And now it's clear. We got the game plan. Round one is done. Okay? And we got the game plan of Shevchenko. And it wasn't quite like I thought. They were going to get more ground and pound on, after these takedowns. But it's clear that she wants to get takedowns. And she's probably going to want to get a lot of them. And just try to wear out Grasso in these first 2, 3 rounds. And maybe the striking opens up later. We'll see. Going back, I mean, you got to believe that after the third fight, or this is the third fight, right, that Shevchenko's going to get it figured out. That's why I predict her to win. I just can't see her going another fight and not figuring it out. I mean, she was the champ for too long. She was dominant. Yeah, she's getting to that age of 36 where it really becomes clear that you're slowing down, but you're still there. She's not 38, 39, you know. And to me, she's got one last opportunity here to get the job done. Or else you're looking at 38 before you fight again for the title if you can come and win 2 or 3 fights. That's not what she wants to do. That's the long road. Shevchenko misses with a leg kick here early in round 2, just underway. And Grasso's got to be thinking about the takedowns now. You cannot be forced to the ground early in this round and be stuck there again for 3.5 minutes like you were in the previous round. So that's got to be the first thought by Alexa Grasso. Stay on my feet. Defend takedowns at all costs. But she's very aggressive. So she's constantly coming forward and boom, takedown by Shevchenko. Here we go. Shevchenko's on top. Now, last round, she did go to the full mount near the end of the round. Will she be able to get there sooner this time? It's clear, again, that she wants to land takedowns. It may not be pretty. She may not be down there striking very much. She may not even be able to be close to a submission. But if you keep your opponent on the ground, the entire fight, you're going to win. And eventually the fans will be booing, right? Because they want Grasso to win. Right? This card's kind of built around Mexico, except for the main event, of course. And Grasso's the champ. So the crowd is going to want Grasso to win, and Shevchenko's just going to continue to land these takedowns and just watch this clock run. When Grasso looks like she just cannot handle her on the ground. I mean, she's got good defensive abilities to keep the fight going. It's going to be very tough to submit her. But when Shevchenko's on top, Grasso can't do anything. Now she tries to shove her off, looking for another arm bar. I don't think she's going to get it. Now Grasso trying to set up that arm bar again. This time she's got the arm straight. She's going to whip that right leg around. You got to be careful, Shevchenko. This is no joke. There it is. There it is. Oh, man. Gosh, she had the position. She couldn't get it. Shevchenko back to the top. Side control here. And if you're Grasso, you got to be careful of the crucifix. Because that's the position that Shevchenko loves to go to if she can get it. And now Shevchenko throwing some strikes. That's what you got to do. Now she's going to take the back and likely keep Grasso on the ground. Grasso trying to scramble out of it. Grasso gets to her feet. She's out. Oh boy. 6-13 of control for Shevchenko. 3 takedowns. And we're not even down through 2 rounds. And she goes right back to the ground. Yep, and that's the game plan for Shevchenko. Just more takedowns. That's the game plan. At this pace, she's going to have 7, 8, 9 takedowns. It's not even going to be a competition. It's not even going to be a fight. And as bad as we need to win right now tonight, I don't care what she's got to do. I don't care if she lays on top for 25 minutes, honestly. Grasso working with something here. Submission attempt from the back. And Shevchenko better be careful. She's now stuck inside on the triangle. She's slipping out. And Grasso continually working for submissions, even though she's on her back. Final 10 seconds, and so far it's all Shevchenko. When you consider we're 2 rounds in and Grasso's only landed 5 significant strikes, that's not good. Shevchenko up 15-5 in that department. 65-52 in total strikes as round 2 comes to an end. And the difference is this time is Shevchenko's just gone total ground game. And she's going to, she's leading in the strike department as well. It's not overwhelming. Like at this pace, we're not going to get into like 100 significant strikes to 70 or anything like that. I mean, it's 15-15 after 2. And a little bit of concern on Grasso's face. I know we use football analogies a lot, but I grew up playing football, and I watch these fights sometimes, and I think of football, and I look at this and I see, 2 teams playing a second, third time, whatever. You're not able to defeat your opponent. You're trying to be pretty. You're throwing the ball around the park, this and that. It's not working out right. You're scoring a little bit, but you're not winning. And then you just say, you know what? We got the bigger line. We got the better running back. It's not going to be pretty, but we're going to run the ball every play up and down the field. And then start to just squeeze that clock at the end when we got the lead. And you can't stop it. And that's kind of where Shevchenko's at right now, with a big 3rd round now underway. She's got to be up 2-0. It's not even a question. The odds have jumped way up for Shevchenko here in round 3. It was basically even coming in to the fight. Now, of course, Shevchenko's up 2-0, so the odds are swinging quick, ladies and gentlemen. And just like round 2, Grasso's got to know the takedown's coming. It's got to be frustrating. You're only getting about 90 seconds on your feet to start each round, and then bam, Shevchenko gets a takedown. And then the one time you're fortunate to get up, boom, she goes right back for another takedown within 5 seconds. If you're a fan, very boring fight. I mean, not entertaining at all, but you gotta love the ability of Shevchenko to just take Grasso out of the fight. We're approaching the first minute and a half gone in round 3, and guess what? No takedowns for Shevchenko yet. And don't change it up now. Valentina, let's go back to the ground, baby. Let's get this thing 3-0. And it's quiet in the arena right now. At the Sphere, it's quiet. because the Mexican is down 2-0. Fans are a little jittery. And a nice knee there by Shevchenko, who looks like she wants to stand and strike this round. Now she lands a leg kick. And what she's done for herself with the ground game is now on the feet. You got a Grasso that's very leery of going big, even though that's what she's got to do to win, right? So she could still win this round and get it back to 2-1. But she's very leery to come in. She's trying to strike from the outside. And right now that's favoring Shevchenko. And there's a takedown. Huge, huge takedown for Shevchenko. If she can hold it here the rest of the round, she's going to probably win the round. And this is her fourth takedown. She's had 4 in every fight. And I still say she won the second fight. And the first fight she got caught. But it's been the same game plan for Shevchenko to utilize the takedown game, but she's just gotten more and more aggressive with it. Like a football team that realizes, hey, we can win this game by running the football. We don't need to get pretty. Throwing complete passes and let the clock stop. Just need to ram our opponent into the ground, keep running the ball, run the clock, take the lead, and never look back. That's what Shevchenko's doing, man. Ooh, Shevchenko's got the full mount now. Lost it. Come on, Shevchenko, do something here. Strike a little bit. Strike a little bit. Land a couple. But she won't because she doesn't want to lose position. Yeah, here come the boos. Yeah, the Mexican fans do not like this whatsoever. Most fans don't like this. But you know what? If she wins the belt, you're just going to have to deal with it. Because great champions find a way to win. Doesn't matter how that happens. Great champions find a way to win. And as we approach the end of the third round, what Alexa Grasso's corner has got to tell her is hopefully already obvious. You're down 3-0. You're going to need a finish in this fight. And you're just going to have to be aggressive on the feet and go for the finish. Because Shevchenko's is absolutely dominating. Nearly 10 minutes of control at the end of round 3 now. 9:45 of control to be exact. 4 takedowns in just 3 rounds. And Grasso looks completely frustrated. Not only frustrated, but concerned, because she's got that look on her face like, I cannot stop these takedowns. I've given up 12 in how many rounds? 8, 9, 10, 11. Given up about 9 takedowns in 11 rounds, roughly. And just a look of concern. Shevchenko's chilling her corner saying, try to do something. I disagree. Don't do anything. You're up 31-10 in significant strikes. You just held the champion to 10 significant strikes in 3 rounds. So yeah, you're not getting the ground and pound. You're not getting a lot of strikes. You're getting a lot of hold time, positions, things like that. But it's enough for Mark Smith not even to consider jumping in. I mean, I don't think any ref will consider jumping in. It's not like there's not action and movement and things happening. Yeah, definitely needs a finish. This is starting to look a lot like Figueiredo versus Moreno when they ended up going 4 fights. Right, you just get these situations. Oh no, Shevchenko got caught. Went in for the takedown. She's stuck in this now. Oh my goodness. This would be a lot like the first fight where Shevchenko just got caught. Valentina trying to get her head out. We'll see. But this is a very nervous moment here. Shevchenko's trying to get high, so Grasso's definitely applying some pressure. This will be crazy because Shevchenko's dominated the fight. She's not fighting the hands at all. Oh no. Oh no. Shevchenko's in serious trouble, man. This is unbelievable. Is she out? Oh. She says she's good. And now she's starting to go for the hands. So we'll see. And what happened is Shevchenko rolled into an awkward position. Yeah, she should be fighting the hands. But maybe it's just she's not feeling much, so she doesn't need to. It looked for a second like her hand was just dangling and the ref was going to reach in and stop it if she put a thumbs up and said, I'm good. So the battle on the ground continues. And she's out. And the crowd's loving that. Kyrgyzstan in the house, baby. Kyrgyzstan in the house. Yes, sir. So it continues. In the last fight, we saw the same thing. We saw a lot of control time by Shevchenko, but she lost in significant strikes, 84 to 80. This time, she's just shutting down Alexa Grasso like it ain't nothing. And then she finds herself in a situation where she might actually get submitted, like the last fight, but gets out of it. Now she's back in side control. 2:10 left, round 4. And this is the tough part about fighting Grasso is you're gonna go 25 minutes. You better not lose your thought process or disengage from the fight for 2 seconds. You're gonna be in trouble because she's capable of finishing the fight at any time. That's just the bottom line. Ooh, ooh. Shevchenko's got the triangle. Come on, finish it, baby. Come on. Ah, she's too high. Ah, she's too high. Oh, now she's a little better, but I don't think she's gonna get the finish here. She's up 32 to 10 in significant strikes, 154 to 76. Completely different fight. So we said for Shevchenko to win, and why we predicted her is that she's got to utilize the ground game a lot and land more significant strikes. But what she's done is utilize the ground game even more than a lot and just said, forget significant strikes. I'm just going to keep you here on the ground and finish it that way. And then how will Shevchenko fight this 5th round? Because Grasso at any time could still get a finish even from her back. And she almost did here about 2 minutes ago. So will Shevchenko just stand up, kind of strike a little bit, move around the octagon around 5? I mean, she's going to be up 4 rounds to none, right? So basically, there's no comeback in 1 round other than a finish. So if you're Shevchenko, you just cannot get finished. And now she goes to the crucifix. But there's only 10 seconds left, luckily. This is a position that obviously Shevchenko loves. She's utilized it before. Now she's getting some strikes in. And Grasso is just going to be completely frustrated going back to the corner. 13:41 of control time in the first 20 minutes. 5 takedowns. And that's why a finish right there by Grasso a moment ago would have just been crazy because Shevchenko has completely dominated this fight. And she's headed towards victory if she can get through the next 5 minutes. And now if you're Valentina Shevchenko, how do you be careful but not too careful, right? You can't be too careful to where you give up something, right? Like in the first fight, you turn your back to get away and boom, you're done for. Like, gotta be careful but not too careful. And it's Grasso that's going to need to finish. And that's a, we've seen Shevchenko do this time and time again when she was a champ. When she was the champ, you wouldn't even think there's a possibility of her getting finished. If you didn't know what you know about Grasso, you just say this fight is over. But what I'm telling you is, Shevchenko, be careful, but not too careful. Here we go. Round 5 is underway. Grasso looking highly upset. Highly frustrated. Mad. Completely taken out of the fight. That's what her face looks like right now. Knows she needs a finish. And yeah, you got Shevchenko once, but you're now looking at 14 rounds of action between these two that have been, for the most part, dominated. Okay? Dominated by Shevchenko. Because I look at the ground game, forget the draw in the second fight. If Shevchenko goes on to win this fight, I'm going to tell you even more that I think Shevchenko won the second fight. It doesn't matter right now. It really doesn't matter. Based off the outcome of this fight, it doesn't matter. Big right left landed by Shevchenko. 1 minute gone. But the bottom line is, when you look at the 14 rounds that these two have fought, it's just been dominated by Shevchenko. Absolutely, without a doubt. Total, in totality. Other than the finish by Grasso. But before that, Shevchenko was winning. Ooh, now Grasso coming in for the takedown. Shevchenko's got to be careful here. Best situation Grasso's been in the fight. She's got Shevchenko pinned against the fence, and you could see Shevchenko's, oh no, oh boy. Grasso's on top in the full mount, and wouldn't this be wild? And Shevchenko doing everything she can to get out, and if she's smart, she'll get back to her feet and let her go. But instead, she grabs on and holds her and lands a takedown. And even though I've seen Shevchenko do this now 14 times in 14 rounds, I'm still nervous with Grasso on the ground. Just let her go. Yeah, shove off. There you go. There you go. 2:45 left, back to the center. Great job, Shevchenko. Yep. Nice right-left combination already. She's going right back to the takedown. And see, I don't like this, man. Just be careful here. Just be careful. Please be careful. Oh, and if Shevchenko could pull this off, we still got a chance for a winning night. It didn't look good when we lost 3 in a row, and it's only a 10-fight card. We'll be sitting at 5-4 if we can get the win here. Little cushion for the O'Malley fight. Hopefully O'Malley pulls it out. And that's just gonna be fireworks too. Give me more, give me more. Shevchenko just riding Grasso right now. Takes her down again. Get off. Just get up. Just get up. All right. Now Shevchenko just content with holding, right? She's got her arms wrapped around Grasso. She understands the game. She knows she's got this fight won. Just got to be careful. Now I'd let go. Grasso back to the feet, 110 left. If I'm Shevchenko, I'd shove off. We can dance for a minute. We can definitely dance for a minute. But Shevchenko just holding on. Not a bad play either. Yep, shove off. There you go. 50 seconds left. Yep. Shevchenko's still keeping enough pressure on. So yeah, she's been pretty careful, but not too careful. Perfect. Looking to go in for another takedown. Be careful. I'm telling you, be careful with Grasso, man. Back to the ground. Oh my goodness. 30 seconds left. Run that clock. And Grasso looking real worried now. Really worried. And Shevchenko's just going to lay in side control. And listen, dominant performance by Valentina Shevchenko. Absolutely dominant. A lot of people aren't going to like this, but she's just showing she's got the body lock in now. Has taken the back. There's the tap. Shevchenko's pounding away. And we got two fighters who are forever going to be linked together. And Shevchenko raises her hands and she is pumped. And listen, I don't know how people could not have wanted to see this fight. I know it's not the most exciting fight, but you're looking at a woman in Valentina Shevchenko that was the dominant champion in the division forever. Finally gets an opponent that can snatch the belt from her. Then battles back into an absolute great 5-round fight in fight 2 and doesn't get the belt. She gets the draw. Has to come back in the third fight. Dominates again with 8 takedowns, 16 minutes of control, and gets the belt back, bro. I freaking love it, man. I freaking love it. You just see the maneuvering on the ground. I mean, she was in trouble a couple times, but listen, 16 minutes of control in 25 minutes. 8 of 12 on takedowns, 39 to 7 in head strikes, 44 to 18 in significant strikes, 197 to 124 in total strikes. She just absolutely took Alexa Grasso out of this fight. And for the first time since how many years ago? Think about this. How many years ago since the last time Valentina Shevchenko was heard and new, right? Think about it. How many years has it been since the last time she's heard? And new. Give it to him. And new. Yeah, give it to him. And new. Can we slow it down? Let me see if I can slow it down a little bit. Oh, that's speeding it up. See, it's been a while since we missed it. And new. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's unanimous. It's unanimous. Let's go. And new. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. I don't care what nobody says. This was a boring fight. She held her down. I don't care. I don't care. I love it. Yes, sir. Okay, Shevchenko, back on top. Back on top. So she gets the win. She's going to move, what is it, 25 and no, 24 and 4. New women's flyweight champion. She deserves it. Very excited that she's back on top after winning this co-main event, women's flyweight division. She's probably going to cry here at UFC 306.